All right, Mr. Dick, welcome to the first edition of Dick's Golf Tips. It is a pleasure to have you here. We are excited to begin helping each golfer one swing at a time, so let's jump into it. We're going to watch a few videos before we get going on the recommendations. I want to point out some really good moves that you make during your swing here. And first things first, I love your downswing, your forward swing. A lot of good stuff happening there. Low right shoulder. We're able to get that left shoulder even around, right? Get that left shoulder nice and around. Right shoulder down, left shoulder around. Awesome upper body rotation. Looking at the lower body as well, you know, if I stop it here at impact, you know, we got a lot of good stuff going on. You know, hips, that belt buckle's pointed at the target, right? Those knees have rotated. Looks like our hands are ahead of the club at impact. A lot of good stuff going on there. So really, really impressed. So keep it up there. But if I can make some recommendations, I'd like to start with the setup position. First things first is that spine and its tilt. You know, ideally, it's not a bad position to be in. In fact, I would encourage, I'm going to draw a line here for you. I would encourage this tilt position. I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. Is, you know, that is good for shorter shots, flop shots, bunker shots, shots where we really want to hit down on the golf ball, you know, generate a lot of backspin, get it up in the air. It is not ideal for our longer clubs, you know, our drivers, our fairway woods, our longer irons. We don't want to hit down too much with those clubs. We actually want to hit more on the up, especially with the driver. And so we've got the driver in our hand on this video. So, you know, a lot of things are going to happen when we're in the setup position. A little bit of a steeper takeaway, right? And that's going to lead to a steeper downswing or forward swing as well. And if I stop the video at impact, look at where our spine is now. Like I said, really good impact position. So let's take a look at that. There's our spine. We've changed. And, you know, that's where we want to be at impact. In fact, I would add a little bit more of an extension in that left side and that left foot as well. So I'll talk about that a little bit later. But that is the first thing I'm looking at. So let's work on getting that at a better position at setup. So first drill, call this my feet together drill, and it's really right before we, you know, jump into the swing zone action. We're going to set up with essentially both of our feet together at address. You know, we're going to get it ready to address the golf ball. We're going to get our feet together. So looking at your left foot, if we were to pull our right foot over, that would have our feet together, right? So set up. And this is what I want you to do. I want you to take that, you know, once our feet are together, I want you to take a small step with the left foot towards the target. You know, create a little space with our left side. You know, this, if I had to draw a line here, not a lot of space. All right, we're right on top of that golf ball with our left side. So, you know, little step here, maybe that would look like that, or, you know, leg size like that. And then once we have that in there, a small step there. Big step. Try that again. Big step with our left side. So actually your left foot is really not in a bad position. I'd just rather see that right foot a little bit more ahead of the golf ball. And we remember, we want to create tilt, spinal tilt. That's in this direction, not where we're at right now in that direction. So that is my first tip, and the feet together drill should help assist with that. So very simple stuff so far. Next thing, taking that club away. Like I said, it's a little bit steeper. I think if we get a better spine tilt, we should shallow that takeaway out. This position here, I'm taking a look at the shoulders, and I'm gonna draw a line here at setup. I'm gonna draw it right below your chin, right there. Okay, so that shoulder line at the top of the swing, not so much right here, but right here we begin. You see that left shoulder starting to go up? That's picking our chin up as well. And in fact, take a look at the right shoulder. It's going down. Let's try to change that. Let's go in the other direction, okay? So we want to see that left shoulder actually continue to go low. So it's starting to go low here. We want to continue that shoulder going low, and that's gonna give us some extra rotation actually. And you know, going to the right side, it really should feel like that right side is going up, not down. All right, so that gets us in this position here. So really flat, really flat at the top there. I would like to see, and even take a look at your chin now, it's way above that first line that we originally had there. So I would like to see a little bit more of an up and down rotation with your shoulders. So that's gonna feel like left shoulder down, right shoulder up. I wanna show you something on your forward swing. You do a really good job of making an adjustment here. You know, we're already on the left side of the golf ball. This is where, you know, we wanna essentially be moving into the left side of the golf ball, not already there. But take a look at your shoulders at impact, how well of an adjustment you make. Here's that down. Get that shoulder nice and down. You're probably very steep at this point because you're making that adjustment. And we want to be a little bit more shallow here. And I think if we get that right shoulder up at this point and that left shoulder down at this point, that club's going to be a little bit higher. It's almost going to feel like it's above our head, not behind our head. And it's going to be up. It's going to be a little bit more vertical, higher. That way, from this position, makes it a lot easier to drop that shoulder down, flatten out that plane, that swing plane, right? But you do a good job of kind of making that adjustment probably about right here. Good timing, athletic move, well done. So left shoulder down, not up, right shoulder up, not down. I think we'll see some seriously good improvement there. And then let's take a look at the downswing as well. Like I said, or the forward swing. Keep saying downswing, sorry about that. Awesome stuff. You know, I'm looking at impact. Doesn't really matter what you do after the golf ball. But one thing I'm looking at here at impact is we could be a little bit more extended with our lead side. And our lead side is going to be this left leg here, right? So done a great job of getting extended, you know, with our left arm. We could have a little bit more extension with our, you know, our left shoulder. We want to get that left shoulder nice and back. See where it ends up in the back of the swing, right? So that's going back, and we're creating this nice extension through impact. And I would like to see a little bit more extension coming from your lower body, actually. You know, really important with sequencing the golf swing is it starts from the ground up, especially from the top of the swing. That is like fairly well known. I don't think a lot of people can argue with you on that, you know, you're going to drive a lot of power from the ground. And if, you know, I'm just starting the swing here, and it doesn't look like there's a lot of drive coming from the lower body. You know, you're making some good rotation, a lot of drives coming from the upper body. We can take a lot of stress off of that by getting our lower body a little bit more involved. And ideally the knee is kind of what I'm looking for. You know, you're getting into a great extension here, and you see how that is kind of helping your hips rotate through. You're able to drive through that golf ball. So, you know, not a lot of bad stuff going on there. I can't tell you how good this swing really is. So once again, let's go and watch these swings a little bit more. I think if we add a little bit more of a spinal tilt in this direction, you know, you're able to get there at impact. But if we can get that incorporated with our setup position using the feet together drill, one small step towards the target with our lead side, one giant step away from the target with our right side. I think that'll help get us in that spine tilt that we're looking for. And then once again, the shoulder tilt towards the golf ball. I want to see a little bit more of a left shoulder low, right shoulder high. I'll tell you actually a really good drill for that as well. If we want to take, say your driver and iron, and we get that kind of lined up right here across our shoulder line, not during the swing, this is just kind of a swing aid. But if we take that club and we put that up against our shoulders and we just begin to rotate, right? Begin to rotate. We're gonna wanna have a feeling of that club, say we're in this position here, that club is pointing somewhere down here, not over here. One more time. So this is just a drill that I would recommend us doing, right? Take a club, hold it against our shoulders just like that, and just begin to rotate. Begin to rotate and kind of feel like that left shoulder is going low, right shoulder is going high, not around. Not pointed at the wall in your living room, but more pointed at the ground in your living room, for both takeaway and forward swing. So that's another drill I think is going to really help you out. And then last tip here is right here at the beginning of your forward swing. Like I said, you've got some seriously good sequence, a lot of things going on. I just want to remind you that sequence is going to start from the ground up. So we should feel a lot of pressure, or not a lot, but a little bit of pressure moving into our left foot, our left knee, our lead knee. We're going to push down with that lead knee, and that's going to help get that actually extended, right? Awesome job of getting that knee extended here. Really good job. I think we can do that just a little bit earlier, and then that's going to help get our hips around, shoulders around, everything around. So not a lot of bad things going on. I think we got a lot of good stuff to work with here. So make sure you take those drills over to the driving range. Take some quick videos. I would like to see a down the line video, something that's behind you, not face on as well. So make sure to get those next time you're out there. Send those to me, and look forward to seeing those improvements. Thank you, Ryan. Take care and good luck.